So I was just watching YouTube and I've seen a lot of videos. I was watching Freely, somebody called Freely the Banana Girl, making a reply video to some other lady going on a low carb diet. So this is a reply, I guess, to the reply. But this is the secret of eating. So a lot of people are eating their macros, the right amount of calories every day, but a lot of in general, like in America, a lot of people are getting overweight. That's probably from a lot of other reasons, but even though you're eating the right amount, you may not be healthy. So what's the secret? What's different than other diets, classic diets, like traditional diets? A lot of traditional diets are based mostly plants. So you could say eat a lot of fiber, but there's different types of fiber also. So that everything matters. A fiber creates like a buffer, like you eat like sugars and things. Everything is from plants and animals, but like vegetables and fruits, they all have a lot of sugars in them. But if you were to juice them, extract them out, and just eat them, they would go straight into your bloodstream. So it's not just, it's really complex. Plants are very, very varied and complex. They have different types of fiber, different types of things that make them thick and, like give them texture. It's not just one type of fiber. There's even different types of fiber. But I think in general we should eat like largely plant-based. And that's kind of what creates the buffer that prevents you from getting diabetes or large insulin spikes if you're eating a lot of carbohydrates. And I don't think there's anything wrong with eating a lot of carbohydrates. It's a source of food. But it's how you consume them and the timing, and if you extract them, if you blend them, if you just eat like refined foods. They keep saying, what's refined foods? It's they mill it, they just extract a certain, it makes things easier to eat. And there's a time for everything. Like there's athletes that say like that they need refined sugars because they need that quick energy, and without that you're not going to be able to recover or go fast. And there's time for everything. So I don't think humans are not robots. We can't just eat whole foods, everything. You look, those people are so skinny. Some of them aren't even healthy. When you do strenuous physical activity, you may need something quick. And that may be healthier because that will give you the energy to recover. It keeps your immune system, it keeps your body strong. Life is not just about eating like a certain type of food or sticking strictly to a certain diet, unless that diet is like the perfect diet, which can vary. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it depends what you do. Depends how you consume things, how your lifestyle is, and what you want. You may not want to eat 100% perfect diet. You may balance it out. Like I'm not saying I eat perfectly, but I'm not overweight. And I've been figuring it out as I go too. So I think I've gotten fitter over time. And that's fiber. Fiber was like when I realized like fiber is the one key difference. What is the difference between everybody's eating the same amount of calories? It's fiber. It's the types of food. So that was my first breakthrough, but it's even more complex than that. There's different types of fiber, different types of foods. There's different things have different densities, You don't want to. You want to eat generally balanced diet. Everything. Look at traditional diets, like a traditional Chinese diet, Greek diet. They have good oils. I mean, that's what people have been eating for a long time. So we know that's not going to kill you right away, and in fact, that's probably why a lot of us are here. These were based on availability. So does it make sense to buy very expensive foods if you can't really afford it? You may not be able to do much in life if you just spend all your money on food. All you're going to do is eat and work, and that might not, you might want to eat you might want to eat, like, let's say on the extreme, like you have not much money, you just eat cabbage and cheaper vegetables and some meats, and refined flour is fine. The vegetables may balance out like refined, even like the vegetables can balance out sugars in your diet, and combine that with the right amount of physical activity so your body is using it all. You're not really storing it into an unhealthy amount of fats. You really have to sit back and think about things, and maybe even relax, because I see some people never eat carbs, and that may age them actually, because they're not getting the right amount of nutrients from the carbohydrates. There's not, carbs, unless you're talking about very, very refined carbs. Even flour has like nutrients in it because it's made from plants. It's made from, the wheat has nutrients in it even without the bran. Well, I'll bet a lot less, but you can balance things out. You can put a little bit of whole wheat in your white flour. It's called brown bread, and that can stave off like nutrient deficiencies. So it just depends what your purpose is. You don't have to just eat whole wheat bread only, or deprive yourself even. And sometimes it's good to eat a lot, just a feast. Maybe you did a lot of heavy lifting and you need to recover. Or, it's nice sometimes, but it depends on your lifestyle. I think generally everybody should start like trying to get out more, enjoying nature, and using human power. And just pay attention to your diet. Sometimes it's just knowing what's good and bad, and knowing like the secret. People call it the secret, but it's just knowing. Just knowing is pretty much like knowing is half the battle, I guess. Because if you know what's healthy, you can like work around it. You can drink a little bit less sugar, or you can have the sugar after a lot of vegetables, or fats and protein. They also like stop insulin from spiking so much. So it's a complex thing, because we're not just eating we don't have just a few types of foods to choose from. And even the interactions between a few different types of foods can be complex. Just depends on your timing, the amount, and your physical like drain on your body, like how much your muscles are using up or can take up, how much glucose have you used up and you need to replenish. So life is not just about living. Sometimes, life is not just about being alive. Sometimes it's about living too. So there's that. It's a balance. You should balance everything. That's it.